Hello and welcome to the Midwest Motorsports Truck Series, Season 5. This week we are at Richmond Raceway, as you can see. Everybody's getting some practice in. We got about 3.5 minutes left of practice. Top of the timesheets, Rusty Adams, Ryan Enlow, Eric Thaler, Steve Hansel, and Bayer round out your top 5. We want to thank you for joining us tonight, Friday night. Short week, so everybody's hopefully enjoyed your holiday week, Memorial Day, with some family as we remember our fallen soldiers. But now we are moving forward and going racing at Richmond. We're glad you're joining us. Got a lot of things to talk about tonight. We're going to get hopefully some driver interviews and get their ideas on how the season's going now that it's starting to develop a little bit. Hopefully we'll hear from race control. Anthony Castor running race control tonight. We'll hear from Ant. And think he's doing a driver's meeting now or getting that going before qualifying. It's going to be a great race tonight at Richmond. Right now we have 19 trucks getting laps in practice. We'll see if anybody else joins up. Want to give a big shout out to our guys and gals in the truck. The TV truck, Colin Huffman, running the cameras and the overlays for us. Thanks, Colin. Appreciate your hard work and bringing the action to everybody. Josh Watt, who is actually going to be racing tonight, doing pretty good in the season so far, racing truck season. Also doing the Twitch broadcast and definitely one of the hardest working guys in the Midwest Motorsports racing team. There he is, number 20. Get him some TV time. There he is, looking at his eyes, looking up the track. Getting his first couple of laps, getting the session set up for us tonight. Really appreciate all the hard work from all the admins to bring this Midwest Motorsports Racing League to you. Bring it into your living room. Right now, looks like we got one more minute left in practice. Then we'll start talking about some qualifying. Everybody gets 2 laps for qualifying. Then we're going to go racing. All right, looks like the checkered flag is coming out for practice. That's a wrap. Rusty Adams, Ryan Enlow, top 2. We'll see if that's how it plays out in qualifying. One second, we'll see if we can get Ant Castor up in here. I know qualifying is just 2 laps, so let's see if we can get Ant on the radio. You got us, Ant? Not yet. I'm sure he'll come right in. All right, looks like we get 2 laps for qualifying. I'm not sure if we got Ant in with us. Anthony Castor, you got us?
Yep, I got you.
Hey, Ant, first of all, thanks again for running race control tonight. We are at Richmond, which is race 4 of the season. And how do you think the season's going so far? What do you think?
So far, it's looking like it's pretty tight points wise, and the racing's pretty tight too. So it's all competitive, and that's a good thing.
Yeah, I was looking at the points earlier tonight, and there's only, I think, 2 points difference in the top two. And let's see, even the top 10, we have a couple of ties. So, it's amazing. Only 15 points separate the top 10, a couple of ties, and there's 7th and 10th. So, with 1 point separating each position, it seems like stage points might be a factor, and I think you get 2 points for the finish. So, it's pretty amazing how tight the racing has been. And I'm not sure if you've seen this over previous season, or what do you expect as the season progresses?
Yeah, well, last season the 15 truck kind of ran away with it. He was getting stage points. He was getting wins.
Justin Taylor.
Yeah, no, that one was Eric. Last
I'm sorry.
season, yeah. Last season, Eric kind of ran away with it. This season, it's a little bit tighter competition. You will see Eric running a part-time schedule, so he is actually running tonight. But yeah, I think it's going to be a close race close race to the championship down to the end of it. I could see anybody in that top 10 kind of being a factor winning that championship, which it's a good thing. I mean, to have that tight competitiveness really urges people to participate because anybody can win it.
Yeah, it's great. And so you're saying there's a chance for everybody once again?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely. And as you noted, tonight is the 4th race of the season for the trucks, which is one of our incident per lap cutoff races. So I just gave the drivers meeting, all the drivers, some notes to make sure they run clean, keep the aggression down, because there are quite a few people on this incident chart, and it'd be a shame to get EOLs next week.
So EOL, what is that? End of the line, end of the longest line. So regardless of where you qualify, you start in the back.
Yeah, so we actually have a rule in place where if you're on the incident per lap penalty, you do not qualify, and we do cycle you to the back of the line. And that's every restart. So it could be the start of the race, it could be the stage, it can be the second stage. Just so we get the point across it, we want to have clean racing, and we want to reduce the amount of incidents that affect the race.
Yeah, nobody likes to have to run from the back and try to pass more trucks as they can. That's the whole idea, is to go to the front. So just wanted to, say thanks for all you do monitoring that. And I know Midwest Motorsports admins are working really hard behind the scenes. And just from all of the racers involved, we want to say, thank you for your effort. We appreciate what you do. And let's make it happen. Looks like we're going to go racing here. Thanks for joining us, Ant.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, there you go. Look at this. Don't look now. Dustin Reinstedel has taken pole position. So he will start up front. Ryan Enlow, P2. I'm looking for Dustin and Ryan on the points for the season. It looks like Dustin Reinstedel is 13th. He is 19 points behind the lead. Rusty Adams has the championship lead right now. There we go with the lineup, as you can see. Eric Thaler there in third. Justin Glockner in sixth. Honorable mention. Rusty Adams in seventh, your points leader. Colton Manich, eighth. Aaron Holroyd made it inside the top 10. Norm Snyder's going to be bringing up the rear. It's not where you start, it's where you finish, right, Norm? 2 seconds. Oh, I'm sorry. Hard to tell exactly the gap as that part has disappeared from my screen, but there, as you can see the gap. I mean, really close. Top 12 separated by less than half a second. So anybody's race. Coming to the grid now. Justin Reinsdell, your pole sitter. He's got a co-pilot, his wiener dog named Dash, coaching him through the headset, being a spotter for the night. He does use a VR headset. Thrustmaster base and wheelbase and pedals. Chase Elliott fan, Mark Martin in the past. So Justin Reinsdell is golf coach. Makes the pole tonight. Also, darn good truck driver. Think he likes Richmond Raceway. Good to see him on the pole. Lights are already out, so we're going to go racing here. Starting with a set of stickers. You have 2 sets of tires in the pits for a total of 3 sets. 98 laps. Good looking crowd tonight. Crowd's up on their feet. Everybody's got their hats off, waving at the truck drivers. 19 drivers again. Lots of good paints. Some good looking trucks here. Let's see if we can keep the fenders on everybody tonight. All right. Taylor's right up on Reinsdell as we come to the green flag. We are live. Justin Reinsdell holds the inside, leaves room on the outside. Ryan Enlow, Eric Taylor looking on the inside of Ryan Enlow. Behind him, we got Troutman and Jason Hasselbeck. Here we are looking over the hood of Eric Taylor. Lap 2 complete. Holding that yellow line down the straight, the back straightaway. Into turn 3. Troutman looking on the inside of Thaler. The front straight is really a D shape, so keeping some constant steering input. And then rolling the throttle out as it goes back to the back stretch, looking at the bumper of Rusty Adams. Looking back at Jason Hasselbeck. Aaron Holroyd and Colton Manich behind him, side by side into turn 3. Looks like Troutman went around. Troutman all the way to the back now. See if he can gather it up. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. That was Troutman. Let's see what happened. We ride along with him, the 44 truck. Let's see if he had some help. Just gets on the gas a little too hard. There he goes, locks him up. Nice slow-mo. Oh, rear tire's going off the ground. Hard hit. That's not gonna feel good in the morning. Here we are riding along with him. Let's see his steering input. He opens it up nice, just gets in the gas. A little too hard. Inside on the safer barrier. Stretches the Hans device out. Gathers it back up. That brings us our first yellow of the night. 5 laps. We made it 5 whole laps. This is considered a short track, though, Richmond. I expect to see plenty of yellows. So tire and fuel strategy is going to come into play. Way too early to take tires now, but 98 laps. I believe we have a couple of stages coming up. I think 18 and 48, something like that for the stage breaks. I'll get more accurate info on that. Once again, thanks for joining us. Midwest Motorsports Truck Racing. Very early in the race, but hopefully everybody's shaking off whatever rust they had, getting used to the track again, feeling normal. Now we're getting into the groove. We're going to go racing again. $18 and $40 are the stages. Thank you, Colin. All right, Honor Jacques, the 64 truck. Looking good. The lights are out as we come across the line. Some good camera work here. Lights are out. So we head down the back stretch. Dustin Reinstedel, your pole sitter, takes the inside line. All right, tightening them up. What a great view. Dustin steps on it. See you later. Ryan Enlow in that freaky fast Jimmy John's paint. Eric Taylor right behind him. Slides up the track a little bit, trying to avoid any contact. Nice work there. Rusty Adams has a new livery, usually is orange. This time he's got a blue truck, maybe hoping for some different luck. But we'll see. But again, your pole sitter stretching out the lead, cranking the laps down. Rusty Adams on the inside of Eric Taylor behind him. That's for third. Aaron Holroyd in fourth wants that spot too. There's that freaky fast truck looking up ahead at Dustin. Inside the truck now with Ryan Enlow looking up at Dustin. 35 truck looking inside. Dustin goes a little high on the entry there. Gives Ryan a little peek. I think Dustin might be trying to save a little tires, stay out in front, not lose too much. Fastest lap, that last lap, was Aaron Holroyd cranking out some 22.6s. 3 or 4 in a row. Don't look now, Steve Hansel also cranking out some 22.6s. Ryan Enlow keeping the pressure on, not letting him get away at all. Looks like Eric Taylor's gone down a couple of spots. We're missing something. He came in and pitted. All right, Eric, now you're making me wonder. What is he thinking that nobody else is? Might have pulled it off. Part-timer. But it's always fun when Eric's in here, keeping everybody honest. Minute and a half on the pit stop, so I think he pulled his truck in. Not going to take points, not going to want to affect the race. We do have some good racing. Looks like 4th and 5th are really close. Here we go on a replay. 55 truck on the inside of Josh Watt. There's 44 again. Oh, that was a late dive bomb, and the number 1 truck also gets the number 5. So Ryan Sargent gets into David Uelhanen. See if we can ride with Ryan Sargent here. It's a little ambitious. Still early. Lap 15, 16. Oh, looking up. Yeah, I think the 5 truck just kind of checked out. Ryan Sargent was reacting, looking far ahead. I would not blame that on Ryan. Tough break for David Uelhanen, who sees a little early. Here we are again with Justin Troutman, 44 truck. Looking inside on the 55, didn't quite get there. That might be an incident review. I hate it for him. Justin Troutman not having a great first stage here. But the good thing about Midwest Motorsports, we don't hold grudges for too long. There it is again. Yeah, not even up to the wheel. Doesn't quite have a quarter on him. Yep, that's the shot. The number 5 truck, David Uelhanen, checks up early and sees the action going on around him, trying to avoid. And Ryan Sargent gets into him behind him, but there it is. I don't think it was intentional, but definitely a little ambitious, shall we say. But all's forgiven. We got a reset button. Everybody's got a fast reset. We'll learn from it. You know, that's the great thing about iRacing. We're all here for the same reason. Nobody's getting rich doing this. We're just having fun, enjoying it. Look at this. Eric Taylor decides to come back out. 6 laps down. Gentleman move, I think. Just going down, not wanting to have a big effect on the race, but still enjoying turning some laps. Everybody here is usually a big NASCAR fan. So I would say Eric Taylor's a veteran, cagey veteran with multiple championships under his belt. Reminds me of the 48, Mr. 7-time, who decided he wanted to get some action down at the Charlotte 600, and yeah, it didn't do so well. But he loves the race, loves to race. So you have a truck, bring it in. All are welcome here. Only 3 people have 7 championships in the NASCAR top level. Jimmy Johnson's one of them. My favorite shares my name. Don't hold that against me. 55 truck does decide to come in and pit. Clean up some damage maybe. Waiting for timing and scoring to reset here. Lights are out on the pace car. Look at this. Justin Reinstedel has gone in the pits. That leaves Rusty Adams, Aaron Holroyd, Colton Manich, and Jason Astrovic, top 4, front 2 rows. As we're green, Rusty Adams in the new paint job steps on it, brings the truck back to action. 19 trucks in, still running. Glad to see Eric back out there. Aaron Holroyd in second. Half a second back already. 96 truck, Nathan Bayer. '24, 98, so that was a stage caution. That's why all the action. Everybody's wanting that extra stage point, so maybe that caused some of the ambitious driving. But anyway, we're back to racing. Richmond's one of those fun tracks where you kind of just get in a groove and get in a rhythm. You can really, whoa, as Nathan Bayer gains a lot on the entry in mid-corner. Colton Manich ahead. Good racing here. On the inside, Colton Manich stays wide, giving space to each other. Good truck racing. Oh, yeah. Got to give credit to Nathan Bayer for holding that tight line, not squeezing them up in the wall too much, but it's definitely slowing them both down as Jason Astrovic behind him in the red truck. Now trying to hold off the Jimmy Johnson. The Jimmy Johnson. Is that? No, the 35 truck. That's Ryan Enlow. Yep. It is the Jimmy John's truck. He is flying. So I think Nathan Bayer and Colton Manich did not take tires, decided to stay out. But Ryan Enlow did come in to get pits. He was up front earlier, now working his way through. Up into fourth. As Colton Manich continues to go back. Askovec on the inside, holding it tight. Look at Ryan Enlow. It's getting down into that corner. Fresh tires definitely pays off at this stage of the race. Here we go inside now. Looking up ahead of the icy truck. Whoa. Gets down in there. Thank you, Digger, showing us what we got. Side by side across the stripe. Bayer still ahead, not for long. I think that's going to do it. Ryan Enlow now. And look at the 11 truck. Dustin Reinstedel also making moves. Earlier leader. Now up to the 5th spot as he gets around Steve Hansel in the 24 truck. And Colton Manich in the 92 truck. Coming up on Steve next. There's Dustin Reinstedel's good-looking number 11. And we're riding now with the 24 truck of Steve Hansel. Going into turn 1. Riding up just under that first hash mark. Holding him off. Just finished lap 32. Next stage break is lap 40, so pits will close at 38. When anybody wants tires, pit between now and 38. Purple lap there by Dustin, 22.30. Nice work, Dustin Reinstedel. On the outside of Steve Hansel, wants it back. Not going to give up without a fight. It's going to make Dustin earn it. 22.30 again for Dustin. Almost half a second faster than everybody else. 23.1 for Steve Hansel. 22.6 for Steve Hansel. Here we go on a replay. 35 truck disappeared. Ryan Enlow. It's all right. He must have passed Aaron Holdroyd. Ryan Enlow now in second. Rusty Adams still with the lead. Don't forget about him. About a quarter second ahead, but here we go. Steve Hansel does make it back by Dustin. So Steve Hansel now. 22.6 to 22. Seven. Excuse me. There we go. There's a battle box. All right. Stage break. Rusty Adams, give it to him. Gets another point. He's racking up these stage points. It's definitely going to help him when we get the reset at the end of the regular season before the playoffs start. Yep, there he is. Rusty Adams. Looking good. Almost everybody's coming in the pit. Who stayed out? Is that 44, 55 stayed out? Eric Thaler staying out. Number 1 truck. Ryan Sargent stays out. Ryan Enlow stays out. I like that move by Ryan Enlow. I gotta say. Coming in to get tires before he's got 1 sticker set left. So we'll see how that plays out towards the end. But I think I saw up to 2 seconds race off pit road. Ooh, thank goodness for electronic timing and scoring. Josh Watt up into that 13th spot. He's making moves. So Ryan Enlow is going to be your leader. Ryan Sargent P2, Rusty Adams 3rd. Dustin Reinstedel 4th. Nick Byer. Sorry if I've been getting that wrong earlier, Nick. Ryan Enlow from Hickory, North Carolina. Got a couple dogs, Dash and Sophie. Jeff Gordon fan coming across the line in the Freaky Fast truck. Ryan Enlow has his private pilot's license, training to become a professional pilot. All right, working lap 40. We're going to go one more lap around, it looks like. Lights are still on the pace car. So while we get this last lap in before, I want to remind everybody that if you're in the market for a sim rig, we are an affiliate now of Track Racer, trakracer.com. They've got a couple of bundles that look pretty cool if you're in the market for a sim rig, maybe just a steering wheel stand. They bundle it up with a G29 maybe. Trakracer.com, trakracer.com. Thanks to the admins for getting us an affiliate link. All right, pace car's in. Ryan Enlow going to bring us back to the flag. chooses the inside lane, steps on it. Looks like the one truck, Ryan Sargent, was asleep at the wheel, bunches up the crowd behind him, but Ryan Enlow says adios. Rusty Adams, look at that, Dustin Reinstedel says thank you, Ryan. Oh, the 55 truck goes around. Yellow's out. I'd say Dustin was ahead. Let's see, 96 here. Oh, loses it all by himself. He gets on the apron, tries to gather it back up. Force feedback. I got it. I don't got it. Here we go. Let's ride along with him. Inside, gets his inside wheel down on the apron and shoots up the track, tries to save it. Steers right. Luckily did not collect anybody else, but definitely got some damage. Finds first gear. Brings it back around. Thank you, Colin. Nice camera work there. All right, so if you didn't get tires at the stage break, I don't think we'll see anybody else come back in. And just like that, I'm wrong. Colton Manish decides he's going to come in right now. We get a reset. Top off of fuel, maybe. He's in the back of the pack. No reason to not come in and top off. Could turn into a fuel mileage race. You never know. Once again, big thanks to Ant Caster running the race control for us. After this, Ant was talking with us earlier about the incidents per lap review is going to happen after this race. Then everybody gets a reset, so we get to start over with the incidents per lap. Not something to be proud of, but again, this is just for fun. Nobody's getting rich. We're just here having a good time, learning the sim racing world. Great way to do it. Midwest Motorsports is the Discord. I'm sure everybody's on it. If you're not a member of Midwest Motorsports, check out the website and then check out our Discord and welcome you with open arms. Depending on your I rating, size helps determine what league you'll start off in, but we're definitely open to new racers. If you're racing and joining us, don't forget to tell your friends about it. Word of mouth is the best way to get more participation. 19 trucks fills up Richmond. Always room for more. I hope you're having a good time. Lights are still on the pace car, so again, this is Midwest Motorsports Truck Series, 4th points race, 5th race if you count the duels. And that means it's my 5th race for broadcasting. So I'm learning, I'm getting better, learning everybody's name, but I'll tell you, I'm really enjoying all the conversations, all the tips and tricks that come in and fun facts. Appreciate everybody filling out the fun facts form. It's nice to get to know everybody, and appreciate you allowing me to broadcast the truck season. We're starting to line them up 2 wide. Ryan Enlow will have the field. Rusty Adams outside. On row 1, Dustin Reinstedel, your pole sitter. Row 2 on the inside. That's the one I keep my eye on. Right now, Ryan Enlow steps on it, takes us back. Start lap 49. We are green. Looks like a wide track, but really the race is pretty narrow. Especially if your truck's a handful. Fixed setups, but don't look now. Rusty Adams goes underneath Ryan. Let's see if he throws a block. He leaves a little bit of room. Once it's clear, he can clear high. See if Ryan Enlow does a crossover. But whatever he does, try to keep the speed up, not lose 2 spots. Dustin Reinstedel and Aaron Holroyd fighting it out. Now Dustin goes on the inside of Ryan Enlow. Ryan fighting back, is still at his door. Not clear yet. Allows Rusty Adams a little bit more breathing room. Aaron Holroyd wants. Now Dustin's clear of Ryan. Tucks back in. Aaron Holroyd now goes wide of Ryan Enlow. Ryan goes up high. Aaron tucks underneath. The Manscaped paint job. Definitely looks like his right rear quarter panel's been manscaped. I don't know if it was the wall or another truck, but looking good. Now once the inside, Ryan Enlow gives some room. Still fighting, still fighting. 3/4 of a second now is Rusty Adams' lead, but Aaron Holroyd and Ryan Enlow. Aaron Holroyd finally gets clear. Now wants to hunt down Dustin Reinstedel again. Ryan Enlow is not giving up just yet. 22 seconds allowed. That's just how quick it happens. 22 4s and 22 5s. All the way down to top 15 before you get into 23s. So everybody turning real similar lap times. Justin Glockner now looking on the outside of Ryan Sargent with Askovic, I believe, on the inside. Justin, there we go. Jason Askovic in the red 83. Inside Justin Glockner. Oh, I believe that's Happy got a whole bunch of wall. That 80 truck and Hunter Jacques on the outside of him. And Steve Hansel also wanting some of this. The 80 is the Gatorade truck. We're 2 wide, 3 deep back here. Steve Hansel in the 24 truck. Making moves. Everybody's racing, just past halfway. Starting to get a little more intense. Steve Hansel now on the inside, still rubbing the walls back up top, all the way down the apron. Looks like number 1, Ryan Sargent, might be coming into pit. Take his last set with 38 to go. 40 really? Steve Hansel and Justin Glockner going at it. Steve Hansel wants it. Troutman in a Gatorade truck is a part-time driver. That doesn't keep him from... I'm sorry, Troutman's in the 44. Looking at Appiuk up ahead. They were racing earlier, but now let's go back. Here we are. Glockner and Hansel. Hansel's got it. Glockner wants it. Nice. Great camera work here. As you can see, Richmond Raceway provides some really good racing. And there's still Holroyd bouncing off the wall, trying to widen the track. Holroyd. Sorry, Aaron. There's Josh Watt in the 20 truck. Hoskins on the inside. We are fighting for 14th and 15th. Ooh, the 5 truck. It's David Uelhanen. Good to see David getting some TV time. Looking back from Josh Watt's truck. Hoskins in the Guns N' Roses livery. Inside of Josh Watt now. David Uelhanen in the 5 truck, Hendricks cars. livery. I'm guessing he's a Kyle Larson fan. Oh, Josh Watt. Looks like he was about to push up into the wall. That's Hoskins by. David Yulhanen also trying to get under Josh Watt. All right. That settles that. Josh Watt loses a couple spots. Now gets one back. Bounces off the wall again. They're cutting it real close. Ooh, look at David Yulhanen getting a good run. Josh Watt, again, making sure the wall is still there. Oh. Really steering sensitive. No harm, no foul, though. David Yulhanen is ready to get away from that. Now David looks ahead. Second and a half back up to Hoskins. Here we go. Aaron Holroyd, Ryan Enlow, back up front, second and third. I'm sorry, third and fourth. There it is. Ryan Enlow goes in the pits for his last set of tires with 30 to go when he comes out. It's a great evening to be racing trucks at Richmond. We're glad you're here. Colton managing the 92 truck into the wall. A little bit of understeer. I think Colton's probably ready for some new tires. Waiting to the last minute. Good green flag run here. Hunter Jock in the top 10. Good to see that. Eric Taylor going high. Letting Colton manage by. Again, Eric just getting some laps in. There we go. Sean Happyuk. The Gatorade truckers, we're yellow. We are yellow. That pit worked out just great for Ryan Enlow. Think he's going to get his lap back. Yellow's out. A lot of guys coming in the pit. A few staying out. We'll let timing and scoring shuffle around. Everybody come out of the pits. A couple of trucks getting their lap back. All right. $70, 71 laps complete, so we're looking at 28 laps to go by the time we go green. Justin Glockner will be your leader. East Liverpool, Ohio. 32 years old. Thanks for joining us, Justin. Been calling your name a lot, man. See where you're at in points here. Second, 2 points back. No wonder we've been calling your name a lot, Justin. Nice work. Only 2 points back from Rusty Adams, your points leader. And only 1 point ahead, though, of Brandon McNeil. Jordan Haskovic tied with them. So this is and Justin Thaler also in fourth. So lots of racing. It's really tight up top. Like I say, turning out to be a great championship season. developing very nicely. Justin Glockner, Steve Hansel in second. Justin Reinstedel third, Rusty Adams fourth, Aaron Holroyd fifth. Somebody's getting their lap back. All right, 73 will be the next lap, so that leaves 25 laps on this set of tires. I don't know if we're going to go caution free or not, but not sure. You definitely don't want to finish the race with a set of stickers in your box. So 25 laps to go. It's time to get down. Justin Glockner fails on you and we're green. Adios, muchacho. As soon as he entered the zone, he goes, but look at that. It's like Aaron Holroyd and Dustin Reinstedel were 3 wide behind him. Did they make it through? I didn't think so. Rusty Adams goes around. They were 3 wide. That was somebody being brave, but that's what cautions breed cautions, as they say. Still early, 25 laps to come back up, work your way back through the field. Rusty Adams has had a fast truck. Here's your points leader. Here we go. I believe I cannot put that one on Rusty Adams. I think that's Jordan Haskovic on the inside, right? Steve Hansel on the outside. So let's see what happens. They go 3 wide. Steve Hansel, Rusty Adams tries to avoid Steve. Jordan Haskovic down on the yellow line. I don't know where Rusty is supposed to go. Steve gave him a little room, but 3 wide on a restart. I'm not sure Rusty Adams was expecting Jordan to come in inside like that. But I'm glad I'm not running race control. Lock her down. Let the field sort it back out. I think Steve Hansel, I think that all boils down to the restart. Here's Rusty Adams. Coming in for some tires, maybe. Coming back out. We'll re-rack them. It is what it is. I think Jordan Haskovic was the one that forced it 3 wide, but again, that's my opinion. Jordan wants to go up front. I don't blame him. Here's the restart. They were 3 wide midway through there. Yeah. You know, I think this comes down to maybe perspective or field of view when you're driving in cockpit view. And, you know, I think one of the sim racing tips we got, this might be a good time for our sim racing tips plug. There's a Google form. If anybody's got any tips on field of view, maybe, or if you have one camera, how do you know? Yeah, he's pretty clear. He's got a wheel in front. But there's Rusty trying to give him room. I saw him open up the steering a little bit, trying to catch the rear at the same time. You know, if you don't see him, I don't know what Rusty's field of view is like or how big, if he's doing VR headset or anything, nothing clear on his setup, but depending on resolution and field of view, how close you are to the screen. I know there's a metric with how far your eyes are from the screen should determine your field of view, but I think there's a look left, look right button, maybe a radar on the heads-up display you can use. Somebody can reach out and let us know on that Midwest Motorsports Sim Racer tip of the week. Maybe we'll be able to comment on that next week. But we're going to go racing again. It's a good thing about iRacing. You got a reset button. Dustin Glockner's going to take us this time. Dustin Reinstedel on the outside. Aaron Holroyd and Jason Askevic round 2. Row 2. Race car dips in. Justin Glockner's got the row all to himself. Dustin gives a lot of room. Lets Aaron Holroyd take that second spot. Now chops off the 64 truck, Hunter Jacques. We are yellow again. We got action. Cautions breed cautions. It's not a saying for nothing. We got the 44 truck. '28. 44 again, getting into David Yilhanen. Yilhanen probably feels like a punching bag tonight. I don't know what else he could have done. Troutman in the 44 truck goes wide. We're riding with Nick Beyer. Yeah, Troutman just gets into the back of Yilhanen there. Innocent bystander. Nick Beyer. It's all right. We'll re-rack them. Still got lots of racing left. 17 laps to go. Looks like Taylor gets another lucky dog. Everybody else on the lead lap. Reinstedel will start on the inside of the second row this time. Hunter Jacques in the Buc-ee's truck. I had my first Buc-ee's experience a couple of weeks ago. Remind me not to do that again. Unless you like the chaos. I think Buc-ee's had everything and the kitchen sink. About 150 gas tanks, gas pumps. I had a friend who met his girlfriend at a Buc-ee's once. Something about the almonds, candied almonds or something. I don't know. I hear they're good. Hunter Jacques all the way up into 4th place, up 9 spots. Qualified outside the top 10. Now all the way up into 4th. Let's see if he can bring it home. We are still single file. That means caution's out. Lights are still on. Pace car. Aaron Holroyd is going to start on the outside of Justin Glockner. Let's see if Aaron can stay a little tighter up with Justin this time. I know Dustin Reinstedel is going to be on the 21's bumper. I think we've learned that 3 wide is not the fastest way around the track. Field looking good though. Everybody's real tight. As we get ready to go, lap 85 going to start here, so looking at 13 laps to get to the end. Here we go. And we're green. Justin Glockner mashes it. Aaron Holroyd on the outside of Dustin Reinstedel. Dustin Reinstedel fighting on the inside, decides to wait. Not this corner. Steve Ansel going back. Caution's out. Five truck gets into the 92. David Yulhanen gets a little ahead of himself. It's all right, Colton. Fast reset and get back out there. David Yulhanen just always looking for a way around the 44 truck. He's trying to get out of the way. And that puts him on a real tight arc, too much speed, loses the front end, nowhere to go. Yeah, I understand Troutman wanting to get out of the way. There's no car-to-car communication, so it's hard to tell. I'm glad I'm not running race control or incident review after this, but incidents per laps are starting to rattle up. There he goes. Yeah, 44 just kind of didn't know. David Yulhanen didn't know where to go. He goes on the inside, and 44 just checks up, puts David Yulhanen in a spot, doesn't know to go low or high. Finally decides to keep his foot down, which I don't blame him. Carries too much speed on too tight of an arc. That's just not going to happen. I think we're trying to get Eric Thaler back on the lead lap. All these lucky dogs. The way we're going, he's going to be on the lead lap with you guys again after being 7 laps down. It's all good. Again, I don't think Troutman did anything intentional. I think his intentions were good. Just left David Yulhanen with a decision to make in the back of the pack, trying to stay up, get as many positions as he can. David is in the points. It's just racing, just iRacing. Lights are still on, so we're going to give one more lap. If you know what that means, we're coming up on the 10 to go, which is our W.GG 10 laps shout out. If you don't know, 10 laps to go, W.GG, you get your jitterless energy drink. Use the code MM_iRacing. At checkout, you get 10% off your order. W.GG. This is your W.GG 10 to go. So we're going to go back green again. Justin Glockner and Aaron Holroyd row 1. Justin Reinstedel, Hunter Jacques row 2. Jordan Haskovic, Brian Hoskins row 3. Ryan Sargent row 4. Here we go. Justin Glockner gets on it. Aaron Holroyd does a little better job staying with him this time, but definitely allows Dustin in. Jordan Haskovic backs the truck in. Looks like he entered with the back of his truck first. Hunter Jacques goes on the inside. Dustin Reinstedel and Aaron Holroyd going at it for second. Dustin looks like he cautions out. Caution's out. Good eyes, Dustin. Not sure if you were second or third. Let's see what happened here. 35, that's Ryan Inlow. Oh, Josh Watt goes up. Didn't know he was there. Oh, he causes a wreck. Colton Manich gets some. Nice slow-mo here. Track is almost completely blocked and nowhere for Troutman to go. Eric Thaler just sitting back watching it all. Drives around it. Yep, one more lap back for Eric. Here we are riding with him. The action's going to be in front. Josh Watt didn't know there was somebody on the outside of him. Here we go, traffic jam, slow-mo. Eric Thaler plays up. I'll take that. See ya. Thank you. Excuse me. Coming through. Adios. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Here we are riding with Josh. You got guys on the outside, didn't know he's there. Oh, he caught the tail and then tries to catch it. Just Ryan Inlow saw it happen. Couldn't get by him fast enough. Oh, he gets nailed. Ah, nice job. I don't know who that camouflage truck was in front. Did a good job of stopping, but may have cost him a couple spots. But looks like Josh Watt decides to come in for a fast repair. There he is. In front of Ryan's, in front of the 24 truck. Who's that, 97? Is that Rusty Adams? Did a pretty good job of, oh Lord. Yeah, Josh Watt just kind of gets up in the 80 there and tries to catch it. It's Ryan Inlow. I don't think Josh Watt knew he was there. Colton Manich gets his way through. Sean Hapiuk here. Yeah, just Josh probably didn't know he was there or tried to catch it and catches Ryan Inlow. Ryan comes back in Sean. Hate that for Hapiuk. He's got a lot of work to do. There he goes. Who was that? All good. Nice replays. Thanks. Colin Huffman, big shout out. Driving the replays for us tonight. Thank you. I hate it for Josh Watt. Hope he can get his truck repaired and come back out with 4 to go. Justin Glockner, Dustin Reinstedel, Aaron Holroyd, Hunter Jacques. Top 4. We're going to have a green-white checker. 3 laps to go. Lights are out in the pace car. Everybody in the stands is on their feet. Caution still in the air, waiting for green. Justin Glockner gonna bring it to us. All right, green-white checker. Where's the leader going to come from? I think he's going to come from the first 2 rows, maybe the 3rd row. Hunter Jacques, Jordan Haskovic. 4th row, Ryan Sargent and Hoskins got a little bit of work to do. Rusty Adams, your points leader, and 5th rows, we're green. Justin Glockner gets out. Aaron Holroyd, P2, a lot of speed. Dustin Reinstedel does a great job staying off of the truck of Aaron Holroyd. I got to give Dustin Reinstedel a lot of credit there for not running over him. Didn't help his momentum, let Justin Glockner get out. We're yellow again. We're going to have another green-white checker. Let's see what happened. 5 truck again. Punch back. Oh, gets around him. Oh, the 28 didn't like it too much. Eric Thaler locks him up. 28. Snyder just gets in a little over his head. Maybe didn't know he was there. Ah. Sure it wasn't intentional. Boy, David Yulhanen's ready for a drink after this one, if you're a drinking man. David, it's all right. You're still 4 spots up from where you started. P13 right now. Still early in the season, so a lot can happen. Looks like Josh Watt's going to get the lucky dog. I want Josh Watt's pit crew. He's got that truck looking all shiny again, like in 2 laps. And just sign him up for the Craftsman Truck Series. Take him on the road. All right. Glockner again, Aaron Holroyd, Dustin Reinstedler, Jordan Haskovic, top 4. Again, I've been watching you guys race for 5 weeks, and you can definitely tell there's a difference in experience level. And what I just saw from Dustin Reinstedler, I really have to give him credit. He had a lot of momentum, a lot of speed, didn't lock it up, kept us cool, kept his line, did not run over Aaron Holroyd there and kept it green. Lost a lot of speed, but kept his 3rd spot. Jordan Haskovic didn't quite have enough to get around him, so lived to fight another day, and look where he is. He keeps his position. Not starting the back after being involved in an incident, so. All right, flip the switch. Lights out in the pace car. Justin Glockner chooses the inside. No surprise. We get to do it again. I hope you got enough fuel in that tank. Oh yeah. I wonder how many people just switched over to their fuel, or at least glanced down at their fuel. Make sure the crew chief didn't run them out of gas here. All right, it's still on the pace car. We must have some debris. Some oil dry, maybe. Clear the track. Full of debris. We want to go all the way green. Have a good, clear track when we go back green here. All right, now the lights go out. Let's tighten them up. Coming now around turn 2. Thanks everybody for joining us. Midwest Motorsports Truck Season. Winding down the Richmond visit. Justin Glockner, Aaron Holroyd, row 1. Dustin Reinstedler, Jordan Haskovic, row 2. Hunter Jacques and Hoskins, row 4. There we go. There he goes. Justin Glockner steps on it. Now Dustin Reinstedler on the inside of Aaron Holroyd. Tight line. Aaron was not clear, couldn't get down. Hunter Jacques definitely takes over the 4th spot. Dustin Reinstedler looking on the inside. Doesn't get it. Aaron Holroyd gets a good run out of 2. Down the back stretch, around they come. To the front stretch, Justin Glockner trying to decide if he wants to throw a block. Wasn't quite there. Aaron Holroyd on the outside wants it. Justin Glockner does not run into him, but Aaron Holroyd on the outside goes all the way up against the wall. This is it. Race for the win. Dustin Reinstedler on the inside as the Glockner and Aaron Holroyd go at it. Aaron Holroyd takes it. Your leader. Dustin Reinstedler and Justin Glockner got into it there. I don't blame Dustin for stepping on it. But here it is. Aaron Holroyd goes wide. There he is. He's on the outside. Definitely doors open. Dustin Reinstedler. I don't know if he went up or Justin Glockner came down on Dustin, but either way, that's a race. Oh, look at Hunter Jacques. I think Justin Glockner still got third. So Hunter Jock gets fourth. Fireworks. Fireworks for sure coming to the flag. There it is. Hunter Jock goes for a ride, still gets fourth. Good run for Hunter Jock. Ryan Sargent there and gets P6. That's how we finish. That's going to be one heck of a screenshot. If you're not on the Facebook page, check out Midwest Motorsports iRacing Facebook. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hunter Jock popping wheelie across the line. Rusty Adams still gets a good spot. P7. We got some burnouts. Let's see if we can bring him up into the interview. But Aaron Holroyd is your winner. In the 73 truck. All right, way to go. Aaron Holroyd wins the Midwest Motorsports race at Richmond truck race. And I think we got him now. Aaron Holroyd, this is James in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, James, what's up?
Oh, man, what a race. I know there was 3 or 4 restarts there, but you did it, man. You pulled it off. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. It was crazy going from second and third and second, just going back and forth with Dustin, trying to figure out what line we wanted to get in. I knew on the outside, like I had fresher tires, so I just had to send it.
You sure did. And I was worried that you went too wide there, and you just got around Justin Glockner, and you two. Here it is. Let's see if we can maybe get a replay. I don't know if you were watching, but yeah, Justin Glockner, you went around the outside of Justin, who had started 3 or 4 times. Looks like he got off to really good restarts, and then you had just a green-white checker to catch back up to him and go outside, and you sent it, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir, man. It was a good race, had fun. First one, man. Thank God, finally.
Oh, okay, is this your first race win?
First ever race win in any of the series here, so it was a good one.
All right. Well, I don't have the points in front of me, but I know that the top 10 was really close. I think you're in the battle, man. It's early in the season. So I just want to say congratulations on your first win. I'm glad you did it here at Richmond. I'm sure it's something you won't forget. And let's see, next week we have Rockingham. What do you think about that? Do you have any experience with that track?
I have absolutely zero experience with that track, so it's going to be fun.
All right, you got a whole week to work on it, man. We're glad you're here at Midwest Motorsports, and thanks for racing with us tonight, man. Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, man, just the whole Midwest Motorsports team, man. Like all the guys after the race when I heard a couple of them mic up, and Dustin and a couple other guys, Sargent came on there and said congrats. So thanks to those guys for recognizing the first one, and people I have watching me. Thank you for staying up and watching, and it was a good race.
Yeah, well, you got a lot to be proud of, man. Congratulations. I know it's going to take a while to wipe that smile off your face, man. Well, you deserved it. It was a hard-fought race, and you earned it for sure. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
All right, that's Aaron Holroyd, your truck winner tonight. We get to do it again next Friday night. Don't forget, Riven Vale, RIVENVALE, is the Twitch. It'll be posted up on YouTube in a couple of days. Also, MidwestMotorsports.com, and our Discord is easily found there also. All right, thanks for joining us. I'm James J. signing off for Colin Huffman and Josh Watt in the truck. Thanks to everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week at The Rock.